Yeah, let's get rid of this timer here and switch to the main stream. Hopefully the transmission should be synced up. Greetings, everyone. If you're joining us now, we are less than a minute away from the official start of the Ed Lewis stream with the help of Canonn. Right now, we've just been playing around with a few things. Now, currently, we are located at, well, one specific site that he's going to be brought in from the Gnosis onto here. No, unfortunately, the Gnosis has not moved yet. You can hear more about that in the upcoming Canonn Radio Edition, which we'll be putting out in the coming week. That'll be an interesting episode, as we'll probably have a good portion of the council, along with some special guests that some people might not even think that we could pull off. Anyway, coming to you from the Palladius region is Commander Artemis Tau, myself, aboard the CFN Panopticon, our mobile news van. Right now, everything is pretty quiet as we're waiting for the events to start, and it's going to take some time for Special Ed to get out here. We're going to be as careful as possible, since we do not want to scare him, and we want only to educate him and the rest of the galaxy as to the truth of what's happening with these interesting, scary sites. Now, a little update as well, if you're waiting for the third episode of the Thargoid question, which will be concerning the activation, proper usage, and also what information can be gleaned from the unknown device inside this site. You can expect that to be out within the next week, as well as we may have... Well, I can't officially say whether we found all the sites that could possibly be found due to mathematics, but there is the slight possibility that we may have found all the sites possible through mathematics. Now, if you'll see at the top left bar, we do have the incoming transmission for the stream. Still waiting for it to start. Gotta double check on my end. But it's happened on more than one occasion that unfortunately the stream has to be, you know, kicked. Just like the variable universe drive that we have on all Canonn ships. Sometimes you just gotta kick it in order to get it to work. The other stream is still offline. Let me check. Anyone in chat? Oh wow, the chat is unfortunately minimized on my end. My apologies, everyone. That was a foobar on my part. Let's see who's in chat. Complicated nickname. That makes sense. Rick Gisenberg. Yes, tinfoil hats at the ready. Academic Dust 894. Yes, Canonn is at the ready, and Ed is going to love it. We always have fun with Ed. Luis Fernando. Yes, greetings, fellow scientist. Gyarados. Yo, what up? What it is, Jive Turkey. Yes, I just said that. Complicated nickname again. Woot woot. Salutations to Morton Acton Simonson. I hope I did not butcher your name. 2222 Daz. Salute to you. Chronotron. Salute to you. Nusu Sub-Zero. Salute to you. Now, let's see what is going on. Scary is short for something, although unfortunately I don't know if I am able to reveal that, but it is short for something. There are two possibilities. The thing is that site, or the sites, were dubbed scary by the people that found them. Originally it was Letzik, as well as Pan Piper, who found, I believe, the third or fourth one. Mad Raptor also agreed to it. Yeah, it seems that the majority of the people that found the sites actually agreed to the scary site, although it was never fully revealed what scary stood for. Now, I know what it stands for when it comes to the reports from CFN, and I also know what Letzik meant for them to stand for. And I will probably reveal that in the third episode if I can get a go-ahead from him, and if I could double-check that, because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, all of the episodes, all of the information, although we do have some numerical fallacies based on the timing that it takes to both film, edit, and then place it out compared to the speed of Canonn's capability of figuring out the mysteries of the universe, sometimes there will be things that fall through the cracks. But in general, we kind of work very hard to...
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Elite Dangerous live stream. This is the first of a new series of Educating Ed, I suppose.
Oh, he's adorable. Look at that.
Educating Ed Series 2. As if they thought I couldn't get more and more ridiculous. Well, now you get to see me in the Canonn research outfit.
that is actually our outfits.
What's wrong? Am I too loud? Is this too loud? I do apologize.
It is a bit off shade of orange, but you know what? We'll let it slide.
But good to see everyone. But now you get to see me in 60 frames per second in high definition. You get to see the scientific goggles, of course, ready and primed for scientific action.
Uh-oh.
Stream. Yeah, it is
Good
a bit
boy.
warm. Tonight on the live stream, we have, well, we're going to be joined by the wonderful guys in the Canonn research group. This is the fourth time they've come on the stream with me. You might have seen in the press, but also on Reddit and on the forums and on social media, that some, well, over 200 discoveries have been made by not just Canonn, but lots of other different groups as well. But I think Canonn have been leading the charge and have been leading the charge in that Mega Aliens thread, well, since the very beginning. So I thought I would invite them back, bring them on, they can have a chat. We can, well, I think they're going to show me the ropes, basically show me what they've been researching and what's been going on. And, well, yeah, do some science. For science, everybody!
As you can tell, Canonn really likes anacondas.
I can't do this without, well, first of all, without these goggles, but I don't put the goggles on until the scientific experiments begin, so I'm not going to put those on right immediately. But how is everybody, by the way? Commander Dibble, good to see you. Karumba, Zulu Romeo, XLG47, Osric42, who's joining me. Paige Harvey, hello there in the chat as well. Osrix, who is like a fake Osric. I like Osrix. And Robert Maynard, all you guys. And it's going to be good times for science today here in Elite Dangerous Galaxy. There's never been a better time.
Hazmat, I agree. We need hazmat
right now,
suits.
this second, and we're going to be doing some hard science, dem alien things. All right. Well, I'm going to put my safety ear defenders on. I think that's what
now
they're
he's
called.
just pushing it
Like this, to make sure that the sounds of the Thargoids, because of course we can say Thargoids now, these alien structures don't cause me any permanent damage. And I'm going to welcome the lovely guys in Canonn. How are you doing, guys?
Hello! Hello!
Please do let me know in the chat if they are too loud. I can hear them nice and clearly, but I want to make sure you guys aren't deafened by their sounds. So let's introduce everybody one by one. We have Commander Del Monte.
Hi, good evening, Ed. I've got Commander Outspan with me as well.
Round of applause for Commander Del Monte and Commander Outspan. Thank you very much for joining, and just want to double check that everyone can hear the lovely guys in Canonn at home. The lovely Sennheiser, not sponsored by Sennheiser, that's a joke. All right, Dima Mahaffey.
How's it going, everyone? Thank you for coming from all of us at Canonn R&D.
You are the head of the R&D at Canonn, is that right?
Yep, that's correct. So we're fairly new in the Canonn group, but I am running the charge here.
Okay, and what is exactly that you guys are doing in the R&D division?
We've kind of taken over the tools development, so we're trying to build all of the necessary tools for Canonn to do their research.
Mm-hmm. You realise that the Canonn guys take this quite seriously, but it sounds as if you do too, so that's good. It looks like you're in good company.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, excellent stuff. All right, well, thank you for joining me. Dr. Strange?
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you the Doctor Strange?
I'm not the Doctor Strange.
That's a shame. Benedict Cumberbatch?
You won't find him over here.
Okay. Well, no, that's good. That's even. I didn't. You know, I prefer your version of Doctor Strange anyway, Doctor Strange. But thank you.
Thank you.
Have you got a real doctorate?
No,
in being peculiar.
It's roleplay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I like it. All right. And Cal?
Hi, yeah. And hello, everyone.
How are you doing?
Top, thank you very much.
Very good. Morton? Oh, Morton's disappeared. So not Morton. He bailed. He bailed last second. And we've got Osric, of course.
Hello, Ed.
Good friend of Frontier and good friend of mine, Osric. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too. Looking very resplendent in your beautiful get-up.
The fan has just turned off, so I am going to start sweating in about 4 minutes. All right, and Star Beaver.
Hello.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good to see you, mate. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very, very good. Okay, and as somebody says in the chat, can we just get to the science, please? Says Mike Hawk. He's desperate for some science. How are you feeling? Are you excited for some science this evening?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's going to be a good one tonight. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think so.
Lots to talk about. In fact, too much to talk about.
Exactly. So we've got roughly an hour. So we'll be finishing around about 8 o'clock tonight. So I'm sure that we're not going to get anywhere near enough time to talk about everything. So we should probably get into it right away. Who wants to just quickly run through what we have planned for tonight? Because of course, in Educating Ed, if you haven't seen it before. Sorry, Victor. Do you mind if I just finish that bit?
Yeah, no.
Thank you. In Educating Ed, if you haven't seen it before, basically I join up with a community group and they tell me what to do and I learn the ropes. So I've been a fuel rat, I've been a hut and trucker, and I've been a member of Canonn. And right again, I'm back with Canonn. So basically I let these guys take it away and they just show me and tell me what to do and I just follow their instructions. So tonight, Osric, what's going on?
Just 2 seconds before Osric jumps in, I'm going to jump all over him. Sorry about that.
Okay. That's all right.
We've had you on 4 times now, Ed, so
yes.
Please be advised, our CFN team are actually recording you tonight for future appraisals.
Okay, for future appraisals. This is like my exam, is it, tonight?
Well, we're certainly not going to be using you as a guinea pig, honestly.
Okay. All right, sorry, I'm just undoing the zip a little bit to represent the 38 here as well. This is a cool outfit. I'm digging it. All right. Okay. So I'm now showing off my ship, and as you can see, I'm in the research vessel, and I have a very handy little decal there as well.
Looking one, very nice.
Don't know if you can see it. Yeah, the research vessel's ready, and I'm also parked just outside the Gnosis.
So I suppose that's where we start talking, really, about the Gnosis.
Okay, now I'm a bit peeved. When the hell did he get my ship? I left it parked in the Gnosis. I'm actually a little peeved. I gotta check with Whisper Tech. I mean, it belongs to them, but Jesus Christ.
You might notice it's slightly different to most of the other ones you've seen. It's a Azimuth class vessel. And
it's weird looking.
I really like it. There's so many little bits bolted on where I guess in over time they've realised they need more places to do experiments.
I like that it's very close to the to a starport as well and a planet. It looks really, really cool. Oh, is that just the bolted on bit?
Yeah, there's a couple of bits that have just been.
Oh, I thought it was a starport. That's me being silly.
Well, it is right near to a starport, but
you can't see it.
Until we get the call to move the vessel somewhere else to do some science.
Okay, great. I've been told to. I've just got to land on here quickly before, just in case anything does go horribly wrong. I should probably land on here as a precaution. I've also got green engine trails as well, as a sort of nod to the, to those unknown people that we're being very respectful towards.
Nice. I'm running my orange engine trails, obviously, to match with the
Canonn orange. I'm sorry, should I have done that? I should have done that, shouldn't I?
Well, I'm not saying it will count against you, but
it will.
It's noted.
But it's going to count. It's going to count against me. Where are the landing pads on this thing? Oh, they're over there on the other side. Right, okay, got it.
Well, when the CG started up, Canonn do have a good reputation for breezing through our CGs pretty quickly. But even by, well, I think anyone's standards, this one was almost completed so quickly that we actually had an extra 2 tiers added to the CG to add extra bits to the Gnosis itself. And we still managed to have the community goal completed in just under 3 days.
Yeah, people absolutely loved it, and it was a real pleasure to watch that happen and watch that unfold. Just making sure I'm on the right path here.
We apparently had around 9,400 commanders delivered over 35 million tons.
That's amazing. It is absolutely amazing.
Which is, quite mind-blowing.
Finally managed to actually land on the Gnosis. it was, look, best landing ever. Thank you, Taimaru. Thank you, Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is even commenting on my docking skills. Look, I went in the wrong way and then I turned back around. Have I landed much? Yes, I've landed much. You ever landed on a live stream? Hey, let me ask you, Elite Dangerous, you ever landed on a live stream in front of 700 people? Don't know, don't think so. Next time you try that. All right. So, Osric, what are we doing?
Well, I think that what we'll do is we'll head over to meet up with Starbeaver, who is sat a few hundred light years away from us in the ID sector. If you open up your galaxy map, you should be able to see his wing icon. You can plot through there.
Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I can see him over there. My friend as well, apparently. So is that high AD sector AQY D81?
That is correct.
Okay, open navigation mode on rather than map. Yeah. Where are you? There you go. Okay, I've plotted the route over there. I am roughly, well, I'm fastest route already. I'm 6 jumps away. So should I get going there now?
Perfect. Yeah, we might as well head over there now, and we can, on the way, we can just sort of chat about what we've been getting up to, because there's a lot of stuff, not only with the discoveries that we've had, but also trying to make things easier for people to gain access to the information, because there's so much information out there now. As Matthew was saying earlier, the R&D department are putting together a new website which will be announced at the weekend for it to go live. We've also got the spreadsheet that they've been working on to where everybody can enter the information about the sites as they come along to it. We've got a map which we'll have a look at later, because it's a nice easy way to realise what's been going on.
It's pretty cool as well, I have to say.
Yeah, it is right.
And that's just one part of what our friend D Mahaffey has been working on, right? Right, D?
Yes, and lots of other people as well. I think Commander Fowl came up with built a map and worked closely with the R&D department to help sort of populate it with all of the bits that it needs doing and keeping it updated.
CFN will be releasing more information concerning about the R&D breakthroughs coming up in the Canonn Radio Edition, along with the, apparently now have been made public, update to the Canonn website, which will have an integration to all things Canonn, R&D, media, CFN.
Really relates to
it looks beautiful. I definitely suggest you guys check it out. Back to the stream.
Journey started off, I don't know, 2 years ago, it must be now.
Around about 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, at least 2 years ago. Oh, the unknown artifact. That's a good question. Does anybody in the chat know when the original unknown artifact was found? I sure don't.
No. Make a note of that, please.
Duly noted.
Thank you.
I can't believe I'm being tested this time. This is such a nightmare. Osric, you are a little bit low. If you could turn your microphone up a tiny, tiny bit, that'd be fantastic. Are you still there, Osric? You just turned off.
I am still. No, I am still here. I was just turning up volume a bit.
Yeah, no, you sound good to me. I can hear you nice and clear. Yes. There you go. The first UA was found October 3301. So it was 2 years ago, nearly, just under 2 years ago. It's 3303 now, right?
And then after that, we discovered the barnacles, and then after that, we discovered the unknown probe. And do you remember there's something about the unknown artifact and the unknown probe, and that they both point in a certain direction when you drop them in space and allow them to orientate themselves. Can you remember where that was?
Yes, and I hope this gets me positive points, everyone. That's, of course, my rope in the Pleiades.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pardon? Does that cancel out? Do I get a little bonus point as well?
Yep, bonus points.
Thank you. That cancels out the negative points that I've already received.
Well, apparently bonus points have been duly noted.
Well, because the unknown artifact and the unknown probe both point towards Merope, and because there's a lot of things going on in the Pleiades sector, then as soon as any kind of update comes along, the first thing that can investigate the area thoroughly to see what we can see. And so consequently, when it was only a week and a half ago, our commanders were flying around in the area along with many other commanders who weren't affiliated with Canonn, and they discovered a listening post, and then another listening post, and then another one, and within the space of
how did they discover the
hour,
listening posts?
Into a system.
Sorry.
If you look in your navigation panel, anything that is sort of out of the ordinary gets flagged up in your navigation panel, whether it's a
wasn't there, of course.
unregistered comms beacon or a listening post. They all get picked up there, and through looking at the different listening posts that there were, we ended up at a site that had a relay beacon. But that relay beacon was being protected by some jet black Diamondback scouts.
Okay.
Now,
And that's
Diamondback
unusual.
scouts had very strange. Well, the thing that made them unusual was their call signs were very strange. They were just 2 letters and then 3 digits, or 3 letters and then 3 digits. And they were very much like, I don't know if you remember, last year I think it was, there were some ships that buzzed Obsidian Orbital and were appeared to be scanning it. And they matched very similar to those ones. So they piqued people's interests. They thought they'd go and scan this relay beacon that they'd found, and then they started getting attacked by the unknown ships. So they went away, got reinforcements, and managed to scan the beacon to get all the logs. And from the logs, they managed to they were encoded, but with the amount of amazing people that we have on this team, it really doesn't take them very long to get through many things.
No.
And they managed to decipher that code pretty quickly. And that
impressively quickly.
was, I think I stopped to have something to eat, and
you
then
came
by
back
the
and
time I came back, it was everybody had sort of figured everything out, and it's amazing the speed at which they work at.
Yeah. Well, I've arrived in the system, Hades sector. Where am I heading to here?
If you want to stop there just for a second, that encrypted message gave us a system, a planet, and the coordinates.
Okay.
So we knew that something was there, and so we went to have a look around, and we discovered some kind of site. And then a few more sites were discovered, and then we found one that appeared to be active. And one that really started the main science in trying to work out what secrets we could find from it, and if it was going to...
So how did you find the third one, wasn't it? The third one that was the first active one that you found. How was that? How did you find that differently to the others, or was it just in the same sort of way?
That one, as far as I'm aware, was just found in the same sort of way.
Okay.
Because, like I said, there were so many different listening posts around at the start. There wasn't just one message that took us to one place. To stumble across it that way, and then, what were the R&D department, as we were talking about earlier, have started to create a map to better visualise things. So I don't know if you can bring that up on the screen.
Yep, absolutely.
So that people at home can see it.
One moment, and then let's see. Here we go. There it is. It's up on the screen right now in front of me. So tell people what. So what is this first of all? And well, do we want? Do you want to give us the lowdown, or should Dima Harfi talk about this, or I don't know what you've planned?
I think first of all we will say, what do you think about it? What do you notice anything anything about it that jumps out?
Well, it's kind of it's spherical, of course, and so these are the bases and the destinations. I remember that everything, well, as it all pointed towards one location in the middle, kind of almost like a shell around it. And is it kind of around Merope, which is in the middle, Merope or Merope? So is it just representing that, essentially?
I think that we get another point marked down the red there, because I think that was very well remembered there.
Well, yeah, you helped me out early at the start, you know, but is it, by the way, pronunciation, Merope or Merope? What are you going for?
I say Merope.
I say Merope too. I feel like Merope would have 2 E's. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the unknown artifacts are found within 140 light-year radius, with Merope at the centre.
This is impressive.
What we've seen so far, it really is, isn't it?
Wow.
From what we've seen
There's like
so
pictures
far,
on there and everything. You can click on those different systems. This is okay. What's going on? What? This is amazing. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
And what we found with these sites is that they also appear to be forming a shell. I believe that this one is. I think the furthest we found is between 140 and 150 light years away. Is that?
It's a 2D version of it as well. That's cool.
So this one appears to be ever so slightly bigger than the shell that is around for the UA shell.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we have the 2 different colours for the active sites. I don't know if you notice anything else that sort of stands out from looking at that.
Sorry, I was getting distracted by Scott Manley. Scott Manley says that it's pronounced Merope, and I kind of believe Scott Manley, I'm going to have to say, unfortunately. He knows these things. That's a shame. Everything that I've ever known. Sorry, Osric, I know that that's really rude at ignoring the teacher, what the teacher had to say. What was the question?
And do you notice anything else? Is there anything else that sort of jumps out at you when you look at the map now?
207 sites, Ed. Anything strike you about the shape?
I feel like, oh no, I'm going to lose points now. I don't know. Somebody help me out in the chat. What are they talking about? I don't know.
None of those sites extend beyond the UA shell.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yes, that's it. That's certainly it. Yes. None of the sites extend beyond the shell that was made by the UAs. Yes. Okay, I'm seeing where you're going with this. Okay.
And you'll also notice that there's the 2 different colours.
Yes.
So the red one's for the active ones and the white for the inactive. And
oh wow.
Of the inactive ones are actually on the side of the sphere that is closest to our bubble.
This is incredible. Hold on. This is incredible. So the ones that are closest to the bubble and Sol, I'm assuming, which we've got up here, are mostly inactive.
It's true. And this is one of the amazing thing about something like this, is it allows you to see something like that would be a lot harder to sort of picture in your mind otherwise.
Wow.
Now, why that is open to debate.
You haven't worked that out yet. That's incredible stuff, though. So, can you give the? I think we can drop into the chat the link. I'll do that now as well. I'll drop it into so you can see it's from Elite Dangerous. That's the link that we're all having a look at there. Go and have a look at that. That's an incredible achievement that you guys have made there. I'm really impressed. Really wonderful stuff. Well done. So what more are you planning to add to that as you go along?
There's quite a bit of optimizations and improvements we want to do specifically for mobile devices, but I don't want to give out too much information right now. So.
Well, I'm thrilled and humbled, and I'm sure the rest of the team here are, the Elite Dangerous team here as well, at the dedication that you guys have put into this, and taking this, and it is an incredible thing that I'm sorry to break character for a second, but it is an incredible thing that the Elite Dangerous guys have made here, and I'm sure they're absolutely thrilled and humbled the fact that you guys have put so much love and effort into your bit, which is so important, I think, which is this sort of incredible community interaction with it. So thank you for that, and thank you everybody at home who's got engaged with this so far. Yeah. Anyway, so what back in character? What are we doing next?
Well, if you jump out the system map and want to fly towards us,
I will. Where are you?
We are a little bit away, only 3,000 light seconds away, and Starbeaver is sat on.
So I can see a wing signal. Should I just get onto Starbeaver's wing signal?
Yes, yeah. If you can see his wing signal, then that's fine. We're probably just a little bit out of your scanner range.
That's all right. Yeah, I think you are. Yeah.
When you guys arrive, you'll see where Bagflaps has parked his ship. Just in front of his ship, I've dropped a couple of artifacts and a probe, so you guys can get in.
Lovely, thank you. So, yeah, the first site that we discovered then was a little bit of a, unsurprisingly, it's a little bit of an unknown. We weren't really sure what to do.
Yeah.
There was a... there are differences between the inactive sites and the active sites. Ones appear to have a lot more barnacle spires outside them.
Sorry, you cut off a second there. The inactive ones do.
Yes, the inactive have more barnacle spires outside than the active ones do. There are a few other differences as well, but we could see some entranceways.
Sorry to interrupt here, Oz. Ed, I know you're heading for Beaver's wing signal, but if you try and drop out on it, it'll not work. So just use it as a visual aid to get down.
Okay.
And you get close enough, you'll see a green spot. Sorry about that, Oz.
It's okay.
No, it's fine, mate.
Okay, I've cancelled that one beacon then. So, okay.
Yeah, you can just use it, like Hal said, as a visual guide.
Sure. So is that because there's no scavengers there, so the barnacles just haven't been harvested yet? That's what I'm assuming. Of course, Simon Scott says in the chat as well, and I'm assuming I'm going to agree with him on that one. Is that your assessment of the situation?
I mean, my personal feeling is slightly different.
Of course, for an in-depth analysis of the
there are a few
Thargoid
differences
sites, I
between the
suggest
sites.
checking out
The
CFN's
main
latest
thing
episodes
is
of the
that,
Thargoid question.
When you're inside the sites,
Back to the
they
stream.
have vents inside which appear to be spewing out something into the inside of the ship, and it looks like it could be ammonia-based, which would make sense because of the Thargoids. It would make sense if they're creating an atmosphere within their ship. On the sites that are active, there are also these vents outside the sites as well, and it actually forms a little microclimate around the site itself, which you can see from quite a distance away as we come in. It appears to me as though the sites that are active are using the meta-alloys from the barnacles for something. What it is, again, is entirely open to debate, but one thing that you will notice as we come into the site is that there's, on the outside of the structures, there's what appears to be a virus of some kind.
Okay, yeah, I've seen the pictures of what's the word that people called it? There's a specific word they were using. Yeah, I saw a post on Reddit about it anyway. Yeah, okay.
The mycoid.
Yes, that's the one, yeah. So anyway, I'm heading towards your signal now, heading towards the planet.
Notice actually is that even before you drop out of orbital cruise, you can see the site.
Okay, that's fantastic. I want to make sure I can see that from the orbit. This is pretty cool, yeah. This is exciting, because I haven't seen this in game yet myself, everybody, so we're about to see some pretty cool stuff, which I'm excited for. If you take it to one of the active ones, right?
Yes.
Excellent stuff.
Oh, we're going to show you something pretty alright.
I'm excited.
CFN confirms that
so it could
that's
be
pretty.
that the ships were affected by the virus and they were forced to land on planets to repair themselves.
Okay.
It could be that they have found systems that they know contain barnacles, and so have landed their ship on top of one so that they can directly harvest the meta-alloys.
Sorry, I just want to check that I'm on the right side of the planet here. It's the other side, isn't it? Or is it? Am I on the right side? Oh, I can see. I think I can see it. Yeah. Can I see it down there? If you're seeing my screen as well? Yeah?
Looks right from those.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, yeah, it is. Okay.
Just make sure that you can get to it at an angle where you can make glide.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to be able to see it now. Looks pretty cool from up here. Anyway, carry on with what I didn't mean to interrupt what you were saying. I'm on the right side, thank you. Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, so it could be.
Sorry.
It's fine. It could be that the ships have landed on these sites and landed on the barnacles to harvest the metal alloys directly so that they can repair themselves. You can see the scavengers outside working on the virus. Now, they could be analysing it so that they can try and work out a way of curing it. And it could be that the sites that are closer to Sol were the ships that were most effective, and so they've just decided that all they can do is scavenge parts from those ships.
Okay.
Which could be why there's not vents outside, because it's not trying to create this little... But
all interesting theories. All interesting speculation and theories.
There have been a few. Unsurprisingly.
Guys, I'm going to have to just step away for 1 second to turn on the ship's air conditioning unit. I'll be back in 1 moment.
That's a good idea.
Sorry, guys. It's not. I know that's breaking immersion. You can see that I'm fully in.
You've obviously never been aboard Hugo's ship when he's had a curry, then.
Ships. Ships. It's been turned on. I am glistening. I'm literally starting to drip with sweat in this outfit.
But at least you'll be safe.
That's right. That's the most important thing. Is safety. Safety first, and then dryness second. All right. I see, are we just letting this load out? By the way, it's taken a while for me to load in here.
It took me about a minute to drop in, so
okay.
I just sort of let it go.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Starbeaver would like to talk about the on-side with relation to the device itself.
Yes, I can do. Maybe we should wait until Ed's here so he can actually...
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Take in the site beforehand, before we move inside.
I got a connection error. I got a connection error anyway, so let's see if I can get back in here. We're playing in a private group. Don't try and get in. It's fine. Zulu Romeo says that human sweat is a great natural defense against the Thargoids. I'm just giving off my natural pheromones for them Thargoids. Lol, said David Barnes. Oops, says Philip Coots. I know. Working as intended, says Aura the Padbone. That's right. Yeah, look. Oh. Dirt Buddy UK says, Ed, I had your Mobius top from Birmingham Meat and it stank. I'm very sorry about that. But honestly, I don't usually sweat that much, so it's kind of normal. Anyway. Well, I'm loading in now anyway, so why don't you guys carry on talking. What I'm interested in knowing, I know that you... Well, we're going to get into the link in just a moment, aren't we? So maybe I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But once you found this one place, how did you then go on to find lots of other places?
Cal, can you field that one?
I was going to say that's spoilers, that Ed. We'll move on to that in a little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
We could talk about the scavengers because they're quite interesting. Their behaviour is rather weird. Mm-hmm. They tend to wander around in groups of sort of 3 or 4 around the outside of the structure, eating various bits of it, and then vomiting what appears to be a silvery liquid onto the floor. Some sites have more than others. No idea why.
Sounds disgusting. Alright, I am in game, but I'm quite far out now from the surface. Should I just try and super cruise just a little bit? Because I don't know if you'll be there anymore, will you? You won't. I might not be in the same instance as you guys.
No, you won't be at the moment. Yeah, if you pop into Super Cruise and then drop back out.
Just jump into Super Cruise and jump back out. That's fine. I can do that.
The scavengers also don't appear to be just doing the same thing at each of the sites either. There's
They also share a
behaviours.
number of design similarities with the Thargoids. They've got multiple layers of petals or fins, much the same way the what's been dubbed the flower ship Thargoid has. They also move with a very similar fluid, aquatic kind of nature.
Okay, hold on. Just want to make sure I'm still seeing it. There it is. I can see it down there. The nice green-looking blob coming down towards it now.
Just sent you a wing if you need it, Ed.
Okay, it should be alright. I mean, I can see where I'm supposed to be going. Just dropping from Orbital Cruise now, and I'm hoping that it will actually get in this time. Let's find out what happens. Fingers crossed. Somebody said that, yeah, somebody said I was actually in your instance and I shouldn't have jumped out, but that's too late. We'll get down there eventually. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, do you want to continue talking about these?
Yeah, well,
About these strange creatures? Creatures? Is that what they are? They're certainly creatures, are they?
I don't know. They certainly appear to me to be more mechanical.
Yeah, they definitely appear more mechanical than anything else, but they do share some similarities with well, what we would call terrestrial entities, like, you know, fish or something.
Interesting.
So it could just be that they literally have been created by Thargoids as worker drones, essentially.
Either way, they're present at every single site, so unless these creatures have developed independently on all of these atmosphereless worlds, they're part of the ship, or the wreck, or whatever it actually is.
And are they aggressive?
No, they appear to be.
They do turn aggressive in certain circumstances, but I think we'll get onto that in a little bit.
Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise now.
Oh no. Also, just to mention as well, this weekend, we are actually launching a new website, which will hopefully, because there's been a massive influx of newer players to Elite, and if they want to catch up on the mysteries of Elite Dangerous and the strange things that are going on, they'll be able to take a look at a resource that has codified everything into one nice, neat, tidy place.
And what's the address going to be?
We don't want to release the address just yet.
Okay.
But you did say there'll be an announcement at the weekend, right?
Yes, there will be an announcement on the forums and on Reddit.
I'm ready to start doing some science. Do I need to apply the goggles now, do you think? Safety goggles?
As you're approaching the site, you want to be just, you know, better
Yeah,
safe
just
than sorry.
aware. Okay, I understand. I just want to show off my cool looking. We're going to do a fly over it now.
Perfect. Green thrusters in the distance.
Yeah.
There could be a Thargoid.
It isn't.
Better get
Don't-
ready to shoot it just in
Please
case.
don't shoot me. Please don't shoot. Goggles activate. Ready.
So, I guess the first thing that you notice about it is just the sheer size.
It's massive, vast. You've landed right down in the middle. I'm just going to land on the edge.
It would take you a long time to get to the middle.
Just what, really?
Yeah,
We are
it's very
escorting
big.
Special VIP Ed Lewis,
Yeah, but
Special
I
Ed,
mean,
into the site.
I can see you. You're not that far away. All right, I can come from you. All right. Don't be like that about it,
I
boss.
think somebody estimated the size of the site, was it 9 kilometres diameter?
No, it's
Which
5
is-
kilometers,
it
but
certainly
yeah, what
looks
are you gonna
bigger
do?
than Coriolis station.
Come on, reverse, reverse, reverse. This asp does not have good thrusters.
Then it clearly is not
Right,
the
there's a lot of
asp
unstable
from
terrain here.
Whisperworks. It is just a
Okay,
lookalike.
so-
There's a little
Always go
brown
for the original,
patch of
ladies and
land
gentlemen.
in the green
Whisperworks.
Just
Yeah.
next to the side.
Gonna
so you
try and get in that now, yeah.
should
Would
be
you like me to
able
take off and you can have my spot?
That's alright, I can... should be able to find something.
Oh, he seems to have landed.
Here you go. And we are down. Alright, and then I'm going to pop out in a little scarab.
Yeah, I think that what would be quite nice as well is sort of once we're down and you're having a look around, if we all just keep quiet and you can turn the game sound up, because
Okay.
once again the
We will now
level
be
of
transferring
detail
to
that
mobile
has been
services
put
and
into not only the video,
down on the
but
ground
audio especially
to meet up with the rest of the
around
team.
these sites. Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, I've done that. And I'll turn it up on here as well. So the audio's going to be quite loud, guys. Just let me know if it's a bit too much for me.
Approach when ready.
Alright, let's have a look around. So first of all, straight away I'm seeing organic structures. Don't worry, I've got my protection on, guys, so I can do the no cam so people can see. If you haven't seen this before, they can see it full screen. It looks good.
Keep seeing the shadow of this fighter flying overhead and thinking there's something else coming to say hello.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're nervous about?
Well, Thargoids have
Mad
been
Killer, we
seen
have not tested that out yet.
around the site interacting with some commands. They appear to be scanning them once they come out of the structure.
Okay. And the structure is over here. There's an entranceway down there. Am I heading over towards that now?
Well, the first thing that you'll notice if you try to go into the entrance, well, there's a couple of things you'll notice. So, I guess we should just quickly say again, sort of breaking the fourth wall, we are getting into the stage now where there are going to be proper spoilers. So if anyone really does want to see the inside, wait until they see
Now's the time to go.
then,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, you'll notice something happen as you drive up to the walls.
Yep. So all of my communications panel just starts to freak out, and well, everything does. The whole HUD starts to show some strange mirrored images, and the lights flicker on and off as well, which is interesting. Anyway, yeah, the door doesn't open. That's probably the main problem. But I was taking that for granted. You know, it's just turn my headlights on. Good shot. Sorry.
Well, actually, the headlights make no difference once you get within that little zone outside.
Oh, because
everything shuts down. Semblance of power once you get back inside. It's the first time round.
Of course, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. All right.
Just thinking, well, how are we actually going to get inside? Now, because of the they are, and because of all the links to everything, Unknown Pros, most of Canonn, when you're coming out to do science, carry some of each of them in. And so, because one of them had an unknown artifact in his hold of the SRB, as I have now.
Yay. Where are you? There you are. I know that's hard to tell. Oh, there you are. Hello.
As you approach the door,
Oh, so you can actually just take me and I don't have to have one myself. Oh, no, wait. I want to see that effect to reverse back again. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Alright, do it again. Yeah. Okay, wait, sorry.
remember, we are here in an unknown place,
The sound is so good.
doing investigations. Be careful where you're driving. don't want to do anything that might upset the owners of these ships. But you'll see that your lights now start working again. Most of the others come back, reaching out due to some kind of interference. Now, you've just turned left to go down there because you couldn't actually get any further forwards.
Yep.
Because the tunnel had closed.
Yeah.
Now, once again, not all of the active sites are the same. Some of them you can get all the way around the outside, and others you can't because varying different degrees of decay.
Or varying different states of construction. We're still not sure on that, but
Yeah.
Oh, hello. We've got friends here, so it's all good. In case anything kicks off. But I can see the little scavengers milling about. That's really cool.
you might occasionally notice these star-shaped structures on the sides of the walls as well. There's one in this main chamber you've just walked into. These uplinks seem to contain samples that your SRV can analyse, and it will give you some kind of response back as to the state of the material that's just analysed. It's all quite interesting. Some very interesting sort of hints in there.
This thing here.
Yeah, that's the one. That's one.
Just making sure I wasn't going to fire at it by accident. Thermal foam installation surveyed. Efficient thermal management index recorded. Composition scan complete. Okay. All right. Sure. So I've done that. What next?
Well,
these things are so cool. Anyway, sorry.
If you have a look at the scavengers, you can see what that one's doing now that you're looking at. They appear to go around and they pick up things from certain places, and then inside here they all appear to go over to where the eggs are, or egg type things that are surrounding the main console, and then they deposit. To be honest, I don't even want to speculate what that is.
Okay,
something.
And then here he comes, he's going. They a little tumble around, don't they, a little bit?
Yeah, they do get caught up with each other.
I want to see it depositing its little thing. Oh, is that doing it there? I think I'm too far away.
When you've got a lot of commanders in the same instance, sometimes some unknown
there it is.
Effect cause it to bug out a little bit.
No, it's definitely depositing some creepy substances. Some sort of greeny white liquid, which is very attractive, I must say. Thank you. Thanks for that, guys.
So you can see that the central structure has 3 orbs, almost, as it looks like at the moment.
Yep.
As you get closer up to those, they actually form themselves into an image. And
as in if I drive up to it?
Yes.
Do you mean, so I can't do that on the camera? I have to drive up there. Okay.
So there are actually 3 images that it shows. The first one was the unknown artifact. The second one is an unknown probe.
And the third one was an unknown thing that you actually didn't know yet.
Exactly.
There you go, you have to go up on this side, yeah. That's cool.
There is the unknown artifact, isn't it?
Yep, what was the unknown artifact?
So, if I come over here, now what we notice was...
Sorry?
Sorry.
Up to you.
If you reverse yourself up onto a little platform, and then, because I have an unknown artifact, if you jettison that out of your hold...
It attaches it up on some tentacles that, ladies and gentlemen, are absolutely not creepy at all. They're creepy. That's what I'm trying to say.
apparently they want me to turn my mic up, but I can't turn my mic up.
Just, I'll turn you up on my end. Hold on. Try now.
Is that better? Hopefully I'm not deafening everyone now.
I hope you are.
So, Starbeaver, did you have a probe? Oh, excellent. I see someone's just put the probe in.
Yep.
So, we need to find the
wonderful.
third thing.
Which is the, well, I know this spoiler is the link, right?
So, let's go and see if we can find it.
How do we find those? So if I follow you.
I'll just heading out into the corridor here. Osric's just there already, so if you follow him along.
I'm following Backflaps, is that okay?
Yeah, Osric's just in front of me, so just follow him.
So, as well as the rooms leading off into the central area, there are also tunnels that lead off to the other side. Watch out for the eggs.
Okay. Have you not? You've tried your best not to kill any eggs, haven't you? Osric, I know this for a fact that you've literally not killed any. You've never shot. You've never shot anyone.
No,
You've never shot a Thargoid. You're quite a peaceful commander in general, aren't you?
I do my best. Mainly because everything else is going to be much harder than I am.
So there's
but
no
also,
resin
I don't
here.
want to.
Now, we have occasionally had issues with the links not spawning for whatever technical reason with the ship. We have brought a spare just in case.
Just in case, okay.
Oh!
It's working
Look
for
at
me.
that!
Lovely. So, do I have to shoot at it to knock it down?
Just a little.
Well, unfortunately, yeah. Just a couple of taps at it.
Yep. Okay.
You target it and scoop it up into your cargo.
It is corrosive, but don't panic. You can survive quite a while with the effects.
Hold on, so I just need to. Get. Can't see anything. There you go. Okay.
Perfect. As you noticed there was an unknown resin. That one was.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Yep.
There's also, we have found canisters of unknown biological matter and unknown technology samples as well.
So,
all of which are corrosive as well.
okay. Guys, you've all laughed at me. I know they are. It's quite scary in here.
It really is.
The sounds are absolutely amazing.
And you'll notice as sort of just behind me, as you drive past, there's a couple of vents up.
I saw those. Yeah.
To the main chamber again.
Okay. Watch my speed.
Yeah.
I want to be respectful of these chaps. All right. So I'm assuming I go in.
Reverse onto.
Is it definitely reverse onto, or can I just drive straight onto it?
I drive onto them as long as that green light lights my cockpit up, even facing forward. It's worked for me, so.
Oh, perfect.
I'm just driving it in the wrong direction here, and I'm causing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
So,
I'm thinking in the next few minutes
sorry,
we're going to see the
wasn't on place
activation of
So-
the unknown device. I'm trying to get a good angle view so everyone can see everything that's
Yeah, that looks
happening.
good to me.
Do I drop it
Again,
Yep.
apologies
So
for
if
any
you just
artifacts that.
eject
Oh
it.
shoot! It's activating now.
Cargo. Unknown link. And jettison, abandon or jettison, just doesn't matter. Either one, really.
And I'd abandon all the time, but it doesn't. Perfect.
There it is! Science! But it's okay, because I've got my safety goggles on. Now, everybody, there's a public service announcement. Science is good. It's good for us. It's good for the human race. It's good for everybody. But make sure you wear your safety equipment. Thank you. All right, what's next?
Well, you will actually notice that the one thing you haven't targeted in this room is the central structure.
So you want, I'm
So
assuming
you
you
can-
want me to target that.
Yep.
Hold on, what's happening now? Oh, that's because I'm pressing the button on the PS4 buttons. Okay, yeah. Unknown device is currently what I have.
Figured
Oh, sorry, I lost you.
we've managed to get. Sorry. Well, I figured that we managed to get these 3 objects floating in that it's asked us for. So, if we scan the device, I wonder if anything happens. Let's find out.
Scan with a bit
Few
link
minutes.
scanner.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we have a successful activation. Trust me, there is such a thing as an unsuccessful activation. and that's not pretty.
You might find turret.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And look at that.
Gone a bit speechless there, Ed.
Well, it just looks awesome, doesn't it? Nobody wants to hear me going "Meh, meh, meh," over the top when it looks so beautiful and it sounds so beautiful.
I've seen many beautiful things in this game, but this is
like number one.
It's a different kind of beauty, isn't it?
yeah.
Everyone's jaws dropped who we've showed it to. It's been amazing.
So what were your immediate thoughts on this thing?
I thought it was an orrery. It looks like a star map to me.
It certainly does. There's something about the fact that it has a couple of spiral arms coming out of the central structure, which gives it that particular air. And as you were saying, the sounds, as you get closer into that central structure, using the camera where the two arms sort of originate, it just sounds absolutely beautiful. Now you may have noticed as well, as you say, you've got to run through it, that when you scanned the unknown device, you actually got some inbox messages.
I didn't.
And did you not?
No, I didn't notice. Is what I was saying.
Oh, right.
Because I was too busy. Okay, and it's got some sound signature on it.
Yes. So
Yeah.
go to you, which is just a garbled sort of audio signal from the sounds of it. But now I'll pass over to Starbeaver or Cal, whoever wants to talk about where we're at next.
Okay. Yeah. Whoever. Anyone?
Pick it up if that's all right, Starbeaver.
Yes, please.
Well, we started playing the message, and the first thing we did was we pulled it apart into spectrograms. It's typically our modus operandi here, and we noticed a brand new image in the messages, and it all appeared identical. It appeared to show 4 spheres. One. Have you got a link to the images at all, Ed?
I don't, unfortunately, not on me right now. If you send one to me in the Discord chat, I can show up on screen quite quickly.
Yep.
Someone can do that for me. Yeah. So sorry, carry on while talking while you.
Okay, I'll just bring the image up on my screen so I can see it myself. 4 images. One on the left, a sphere on the left, seemed to indicate that it looked like Merope. It had a structure which matched, a setup which matched the stellar sort of bodies of Merope. Brilliant. And there was a little icon that indicated a UA. And it's like, well, they're centered around Merope, so maybe that was something. On the right-hand side was another star system that we couldn't identify, and the image of the probe had gone there. We suspect that's a Col 70 reference, but we can't be sure. And then, of course, you've got the unknown link going straight up and pointing to nothing. We weren't entirely sure. Yep.
Just quickly, Cal, the image is in the chat for you, Ed.
Oh well, it was. It's yeah. I've just put it on screen. You might have seen it.
Sorry.
Brilliant.
It's on that one. Sorry, there you go. It's on screen.
So I forget who came up with the idea first of trying to play these UD messages to the probe, to the UA, to the link, and all of a sudden the link did something back. It lit up, and when we placed ourselves in front of what its dish or antenna is, we could hear a tight beam message, very similar to the one from the unknown probe.
Wow!
We're like, wow! So that was duly recorded immediately and pulled apart. And I can't remember how long it took the team to work out. Octal encoded message, and it contains triangulation data when decoded for a number of light years distance from Col 70 and from Merope for what turned out to be potential new sites. Wow. Mind equals blow.
the level and the speed at which people work these things out is completely and utterly beyond me. It's amazing the work that the community does around these sort of things. It really is.
As Canonn representative, though, Osric, you have to be like, well, of course we did. It was easy. We're the scientists. Otherwise, they'll be worried that, like, whatever happens next, and they need you to be the strong representatives that you should be. So what happened next in terms of? By the way, that absolutely both blows my mind and also overwhelms me as well, because then you very, very quickly found 207.
As a community, yeah, we grouped together, and there were people who were dedicated to confirming sites that were found. There were people who were dedicated to just analysing the audio, and there were other researchers whose job it was to go and obtain that audio. So between those groups of researchers, we had a production line for finding brand new sites, and that's exactly what we did.
And then you logged it in with, like, this. Oh no, wrong page. Hold on, I will bring that back up again with the map. There you go, like that, which is just awesome. Logged onto the map, and then what are you planning on using that map for at this point? You don't want to spoil things a little bit? You want to kind of see what happens with it first before we reveal any more information?
To be fair, in terms of some of the previous mysteries we've had here, we've still already got months of data to go back over and analyse. So we're still, got a massive science backlog. But we filled in what we can of the shell. Now we're going to analyse the data and see if we can pick apart consistent elements between them, things that aren't, things we can check further. A couple of the sites lead into permanent locked systems as well, so we do have more we can find, just not right yet.
Okay, that's exciting. I'm glad that there's still a mystery there. So you don't feel like you've cracked it just yet?
Oh, there's always more science.
There's always more. Somebody messaged me on Twitter the other day and was like, oh, we haven't found them all, have we? Like, really disappointed that they've already found them all. But no, I don't have any more information. I'm kept in the dark for this very reason. So then I can't just be like, yeah, just go there, it's fine. Like, I honestly, genuinely, again, slightly breaking character, I had only seen a few images of this before it went out for everybody. And oh boy, I was excited for you guys to see this stuff. And I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I felt you would, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I certainly think that we have. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been absolutely.
It's certainly been a wild ride the last week or so.
Yeah, and it's one of those things like Cal sort of said that we know it's not just the end now. We're still trying to work out things to do with some of the earlier things that we've encountered.
There's still some of the mysteries.
We still don't fully understand the barnacles, or why they have an apparent logo stamped on the
side of them.
So, I mean, is it possible that the Thargoids that we have seen at the barnacle sites are actually visiting to see what we've done? Is it possible that actually the barnacles that we have found with the central spire have actually been reverse engineered, already discovered by, I almost don't want to say their name in case they come and get me, but by INRA, who are totally not linked to the Sirius Corporation at all.
All right, so Osric, where do we have any more planned for this evening? I do have a limited amount of time, so
that in front of you, because there are certain links between the Guardians and the Thargoids through all of the information we found out from the Guardian ruins. Somebody sort of thought that it might be a good idea to see if we can put other objects into this machine.
Nope.
Now, it won't. No.
No, go on. I think I know what's coming with this one. I've seen this video online.
Well, okay then. If we all back away to the entrance, right? Ed, if you want to get right up close to it.
Sniggers.
Just-
sure, I'll follow. I've got my safety goggles on, so it's all
Yeah,
right.
it's fine.
I'll follow your instructions. All right.
Get yourself up.
It's for science.
Somebody thought, well, what happens if you put the Guardian relics in? Maybe if you scan it, it gives you a different map. Maybe it will give you different noises. Maybe they'll point to somewhere else.
Can I just give a shout out to the commander that actually suggested this? It was a Commander Stephen User who suggested this.
Oh, it's Stephen Usher. I think actually he's in chat.
He's in
That's
chat.
it.
Is he in?
Hello, Stephen.
Hello.
Well done, Stephen.
He says he XG47.
This is an improper
Alright,
use
so I'm
of
ready.
the
He's
device.
responsible.
As now it will go into a rotation product loop.
Target the
shoot,
unknown
I'm
device
creating a
and
lot of
scan
excess heat. We gotta get out of here.
It'll be fine. Yeah, that's.
And this is not gonna get any
everything's
better.
fine.
Normal. Nothing happened. Oh no. It's all fine.
It's glitched. We can see he can't.
Oh no, that's a disaster.
If you get a second, Ed, try
shame.
driving into that beam. Hear the noise it makes.
I can't see the beam.
Oh no.
I see a few things going off and a few interesting. But
Everything almost
Hey.
worked.
yeah, everything worked so smoothly, and you guys are all taking damage as well. I can just see you taking damage as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Oh yeah, and you're floating
is
around.
normal.
You're getting thrown about as well. Great.
So the machine seems a bit
Okay, we need to get out of here. Right.
Yeah.
fact that we've put in this Guardian technology. Now, whether or not that's because they really don't like the Guardians, or whether it's because it just doesn't like you putting things in that it hasn't asked for, we're still not sure yet. But obviously, commanders are now taking the things that we have found at these sites over to the Guardian ruins to see if we can work out any interactions between them over there, which I don't believe we have found anything at the moment.
Oh, it's really messing with the camera.
Well, it's rather sneakily, I suppose. I do have a video that I can really quickly play right now that will show it up on screen. Okay? So, let's have a look now, see if we can get it. Yeah. So this is thanks to Obsidian, by the way. They started to attack him, and well, it's all going off.
So I think the reason why the scavengers start to
things.
attack people is probably just because they're getting damaged by the machine.
Okay, so they're just getting aggressive.
If we're looking at a hive mind sort of type situation,
Well, I think Ed Lewis just ran me over. That's great.
Me?
yeah. No.
I'm
You're showing the video. That's fine.
I'm showing the video, yeah.
I didn't want to put another mark against you. It's fine.
I didn't do anything.
No.
Look, okay, it's doing the real crazy stuff right now.
So I think that because if we're looking at a hive mind, then basically they just see themselves as being attacked, and their defense mechanism is to
to attack back essentially, and to start attacking whatever they can.
Yeah.
Whatever's in the area. Okay. Yeah, it's all going off. I'm gonna leave if that's okay, because you're not enjoying yourself. I can clearly see it.
No.
Things are going
Ultimately.
horribly wrong. And also I think I might have just run over an egg.
They're coming for you now.
Don't say that. Don't say that. That's actually made me kind of scared.
Okay.
I don't know the way out.
We are leaving.
Just don't go too quickly, otherwise you start panicking and it just gets worse and worse. Or you might be locked in here forever.
I'm lost inside. I don't know what to do.
I think I fixed it.
Oh really?
I think I did.
Oh, is it working now?
It's lit up for me. I don't know if it's lit up for you, Ed.
So we can change it. Yeah, it is.
Let's double check to see if it's actually.
Right.
No,
Oh,
it's very
scab.
much not working. Wow, I can't even keep it straight. I'm not going any closer.
There we go. Whoa.
And it is obviously a fairly violent reaction to it.
Okay, that seems to be it.
Yeah, going to the light edge, as you can see it now.
And apparently,
Okay, my
CFN
malfunctioning.
has it on record that Ed Lewis attacked the press.
My oxygen is depleting. Can somebody please show me the way out? really please, if someone show me the way out. Like, I'm not even joking. Alright, that's cool.
If you look around this chamber, there's 4 doors that'll take you to that outer corridor. And then when you're in the outer corridor, just look for any path that seems to lead up slightly, because the UL chambers, they lead down a little bit. So
Okay.
I can't wait, hopefully, to find something bigger than this. Oh, it'd be amazing.
Okay, and then that's going down, so I don't want to go down.
No, keep going round. It'll be the next one. They alternate between the path that leads down and then the path that takes you back to the
The
surface.
sound is so good. I don't know if I can oh, it opens for me to get out, that's good. I was really worried that it wouldn't let me out then. So cool.
Then everything's back on.
And my lights are.
It's just as though nothing ever happened.
It's so creepy. This is so good.
Yeah, once again, I'm afraid I'm going to break the fourth wall and just say that the work the entire team have done with these sites is absolutely fantastic. Especially when you come in and it's sort of the sun is setting on the other side of the planet, so you can see the green haze around the site as you approach it, and then the sounds kick in as you get closer and closer. It's phenomenal, is what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Well done, FD.
Well done, guys, for exploring it and working it out so quickly and just being so awesome. And it's the stuff that like people like the Canonn and the other research groups that fill our community, that inspires FDev and the developers here to keep making more of this kind of stuff because of, you know.
Well, that's good, because we plan on keep finding it.
Yeah. And also, it is awesome. So that's another good reason to make this stuff. Keep making this stuff.
And of course, sleep deprivation and a huge portion of the Canonn community, I'll tell you that for a fact.
That's good, I like the sound of that a lot. Okay, so, Osric?
Yes?
Hold on, just close that down a second. Mr. John Monte?
Yes, I'm here.
Dima Happy?
Of course.
Dr. Strange? Kai?
Yo!
Morton, Nilreb, Osric, Patel, and Starbeaver. Thank you so much for... oh, there's still lots of horrible noises going on. Shh, calm down, Thargoid. It's okay. And everybody at home in the chat, thank you so much for joining me tonight for... This is the 4th episode of Educating Ed with the Canonn. We'll be bringing Educating Ed back soon with more silly outings with community groups. That's going to happen. That's going to carry on, but this is kind of a one-off for the time being. But what's next for Canonn? Where can people find more information if people want to join in with your crazy experiments? If they're just getting started on the PS4, for example, where can people go if they want to find out more about your group and more about this whole ridiculous, crazy thing that you guys do?
Well, I think the best place to start is always the Threadnought on the forums, which, I don't want to get it wrong, we're now on number 10, which is just crazy in of itself. And that has links in the first post by Rizal there to all of the sheets that we've been talking about. It's got a link to the map on there as well. As Dee Mahaffey was saying earlier, the R&D guys are working on the website and various other things as well. That will be announced at the weekend, and once that's announced there'll be a link put up on the Threadnought as well.
Excellent. There you go. Ian Phillips has just posted it in there as well. And I do know that Brett, who is in the chat, Brett C, and I, well, mainly Brett, has plans to expand that out a little bit to make it a larger area to actually chat in rather than just one thread that's continuously updated. But don't worry, nothing will be lost, just made easy to navigate, that's all. So I think that's something that we're planning currently at the moment. Just to also, you won't be surprised. You won't be surprised to hear that it's giving it's quite a heavy load on the forums at the moment, especially being added into that one specific thread. So just for the safety of the forums, we have to actually maybe move things around a little bit as well. So everyone, well, hi Bretsy, thanks Bretsy. So I think that's it. Unfortunately, I must dash. Science has been done. We scienced this structure like it ain't been scienced before, or probably actually very similarly to how it was scienced previously. I think I've lost about half a stone in sweat, so that's good as well. Thanks for that. I'm going to go and I don't know.
Do we ask the chat?
Just
whether they think that you're...
Oh, of course! Like classic Educating Ed episodes. Am I hired or am I fired? Am I hired or am I fired by the Canonn? Put your opinions in the chat, hired or fired in the chat, and so we know. And then I will pick somebody at random who says it from both hired and fired. That's one person from the total. From whoever says I hired or fired, doesn't matter which one you say. To win an assassin pack, which is money can't buy paint jobs, which is pretty cool. Most people saying hired, of course. Fired, a couple people saying fired, but I'm seeing a lot of hireds, guys. Looks like your decision's being made for you.
Well, I think I'm not sure if the others agree with me, but I would say overall, I think that
failure to pick out a sphere. I don't know. I'm in two minds. Couldn't pick out a sphere.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we'll keep him hired until the next event.
Pick it out again, all right? I was confused.
Hired for remembering your decals, Ed.
Oh yeah, that was on the instructions.
Yeah, well.
That was on the pre-stream instructions.
Absolutely.
I remembered everything you asked me to remember, and more, because I remembered to put an SRV in my hold, which I previously didn't have. So we're lucky that it even worked at all. Also, did I not see somebody with a fighter inside the structure recently?
I think that was Artemis, wasn't it?
I'm not sure who it was exactly, but it was, yeah, bit of a crazy thing to do, to put that thing in there. All right, I'm going to pick somebody random here to win. Very scientific way of picking, and stop saying that now. And it is Drakgar. Drakgar, you are the winner of the Assassin Pack. I'm going to write it down on my official piece of paper here. Drakgar. If you could email community@frontier.co.uk with your commander details and the email address that you use to log into the Frontier store, that way we can add the Assassin Pack to your account. So congratulations. The 4 claps of congrats. Bum, 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 bum. That's right, that's how it goes. That's a new thing. Don't think it'll catch on. All right, thanks again, Canonn guys. What's next for you?
Trying
Website?
to see if we found all of the sites and trying to work out what we can possibly find from them and what we can do with them, I imagine.
A bit more science around why it reacts with the ancient artifacts. I think it'll be interesting.
Interesting. That's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see all of the videos that come out from that. So that's good. And well, that's gonna be it. That's it for Educating Ed episode 4 with the Canonn, or Educating Ed Canonn episode 4, part 4. I'm sure there will be a part 5, and I'm very, very excited for it. Thanks again, guys. I will talk to you afterwards, and I'll just go and say goodbye to the chat. See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
The lovely Canonn guys there, thank you so much. And yes, to everybody at home, thanks again for watching. We'll be back next Thursday, youtube.com/Elite Dangerous for some more. Well, we're just going to play Elite Dangerous again. It's probably going to be maybe some CQC action on Xbox, PC, and PS4. So come along to join in some CQC nights on there, giving the PS4 guys a taste of the CQC nights that we run. And also, I stream on the day on twitch.tv/Frontier Developments. On Mondays, we play some Elite Dangerous on there as well. So do come along and just play with us and have a nice time. If you haven't already been there, twitch.tv/Frontier Developments is the name of the channel.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. This has been a special broadcast from CFN. We try to do our best here, but with limited resources and a shoddy FTL communications hub, we apologize for the artifacts in the video feed. Now, if you'd like to keep up with us, we are on Twitter at Canonn Radio. Pretty much whenever we make a discovery, we post it there first, not only to make sure that the entire community knows about it, but for posterity so we know precisely when it goes public. You can also go to, if you're watching right now, our YouTube page. We have tons of previously made videos, reports, all made in as timely a manner as possible in order to make sure we get all the facts straight. We'll be coming up with another episode of our newest mini-series, The Thargoid Question, which is a full in-depth analysis of the Thargoid sites. And we also have another Canonn Radio edition, which used to be our flagship program, where it's basically an hour talking about everything going on, not only in the ED universe, but the internals of Canonn. You can expect to have some very interesting guests on the next upcoming one. It's going to be a doozy. If you like what we do and would like to support us, please check out our Patreon at Canonn Radio. If not, just like, share, and subscribe and spread the word. Not too many people know that Canonn actually has a direct media group here. We do our best in order to get the information out there correctly. Again, thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching. We're going to do a few in-universe commercials, and then we are signing off. This has been Commander Artemis Tau from the Pleiades region. Thank you for joining me today. Fly safe.
Love Tug Armed Haulers. Last light-year service transport out of Thompson Station and Verity with new offices at Obsidian and Sisters Refuge. You've made it this far. Let us help you get it over the edge. Loving Tug Armed Haulers. We all could use a hand.
Canonn Research and Development is pleased to announce a new interactive tool, codenamed Bifrost. It allows you to easily visualize and catalog the many configurations of ancient Guardian ruins. With the infrastructure in place, R&D now needs the help of Canonniers like you to help finish the most detailed and comprehensive library of alien structures ever assembled. Links below. This message is brought to you by Canonn Research and Development. If you see us running, try to catch up.
I say at Canonn, covertness is next to godliness. And as there is no god, so must we toil. Here at Whisperworks, a subsidiary of Canonn Faction Media, we take stealth with the most grievous importance. We follow one motto: the quieter you become, the more you can hear. Whisperworks. You saw nothing!